Hello, welcome back to our home at Young's Crossing. For this video, I'm just going to do vignettes around my house to bring in a little bit more spring, and we'll just take them on. So let's get started. This time, I'm going to try something I've not tried before. It's a little different. I have several Western pillows because originally the theme of my living room was always Western, but I figured this could hide these cords, and I don't use my pillows like I should. So I'm going to try one there, and this one I made on another video. I'll try and think to link it in the description. Then I have these Western themed bookends. I've had them for a long time. Then I had some vintage children's books to put here. This one's about raising small livestock. So it's a few books. This is a picture of my grandson riding this, not a rocking horse, but a bouncing horse when he was little. And this is was a Western picture frame, and it has my son and my daughter on our front porch. Back when they were little, they were going to a fiddle recital, and I had the little bolo tie that he had, or little necktie. So I put it on here with a glue gun because I can get it off. And then I had dropped the frame, and I cracked it up here and down here. So I hid that with a bolo, hid this with a yellow rose. I mean, after all, yellow rose of Texas. And to me, this looks like something that would be around a Western campfire or something. So I'm putting that there. Then I had this Western puzzle. It's called a triaxle puzzle. It's from 1992. And then I had this vintage story of the American Quarter Horse coloring book. And thought I'd put that here. These boots were my grandson's, so I'll put those here. This was my husband's when he was a kid, and my son played with it too. Then for a riser and kind of springy colors, I've got these two Bobbsey twin books. I'll put the boots on that. Then I had this reproduction of a Lone Ranger lunchbox miniature. I'll put that there. Then I had this Ponderosa Ranch tin. And that there. Since it's child theme, why not a jar of marbles? I think we'll put those there. I have a Hardy Boys book to elevate it. And I guess that'll do it. This is our coffee table. We've always called it our coffin table because it's what it looks like. It was actually an antique quilt box. So we're going to try to change it up. I showed you the before picture. I think this put in the middle. This was a real nest. After the babies were all hatched and gone, I got it and put it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer for a few weeks. And now I'm using it here. And this has just got a little tea light in it. And I thought that these books were very spring color. So I'm gonna sit them here for a riser for something. Today, I went thrifting with my sister, and I was hoping to find an apothecary jar like I've seen so many use, and I didn't find one, but I did find this pretty vase here. I think it was $3.99. I'm going to sit this here. And for some reason, I happen to remember several years ago, I bought this old tin, Borden's Instant Non-Fat Dry Milk tin. It really is an old one. And I remembered there was something in it, and I never knew what it really was, but I hung on to it because I hang on to everything. And it's these. I don't know what they are or what they were, but I thought I'd put them in the apothecary jar. Just for interest. This was an elderly woman's estate that lived out here in the country. Had a lot of old ways, and I'm sure she saved these for some good reason. They kind of want to look like mushrooms to me. But I think they're interesting. I never have got them out. I just kind of looked at them and put the tin in my pile. I see a paper in here at the bottom that's got my interest piqued. It's a newspaper. Let's look at this together. It's from a Fort Worth newspaper. It's very old. It's dated. Oh boy, it makes me feel old. It's from 1973. I was a sophomore in high school. And now, technically, that may be considered vintage. But now I know it's there. There's still a bunch left of those. I'm not going to put the tin on the table. Shift this more to the middle. Then, in my make-do theme, I happen to have this jar lid. Actually, it's a little bowl lid. And I think that'll work. Now here I have the eggs on this little wooden plate. And this, I need a bird. Let's see. I'm going to put the bird on I need to get a doily under that. Okay, this one's kind of big, so I'm going to put this one, yellow one. And I'm going to put the bird. She's close by watching her nest. And I had this on my fall and winter vignette, but I'm going to put it here because birds and watching birds. And I have these antique field glasses, binoculars. I'm going to put them right there. Just to add more interest, I also have this vintage Viewmaster. I'm going to sit it here. Like so. And I have some Viewmaster slides in here. Pull out some of the old, here's Dukes of Hazzard, Smurfs. These were my kids. Happy Days. They look a little older. Put them on the top. Maybe when you might think, oh, there's some bird pictures on there too. Then over here, I've got my husband's polished rock projects. Him and my grandson got into doing this for a while, and I just think it's so pretty. And the rocks, a lot of them were from our yard. I think that's all I'm going to put. Got a little greenery. Got a little bit of texture. Got some height. I think it works. This I'm not sure about. Maybe like that. All right, I Google Lens searched these, and it says that they're slices of a hedge apple. Well, we call those horse apples. They're big, green, bumpy fruit about the size of a croquet ball. And it says that they're non-toxic, and in the older days they assumed they had some kind of medicinal purpose. So I could just bet that's probably what she has them for. So that had them for. This vignette will be in this heart shelf in my guest bathroom. I did this not too long ago. Some of you may remember, so you might not care to see it again because it's going to be real similar. My brother-in-law made this heart shelf for me. I'm so glad it's trending again because I would never get rid of it. When my bathroom was done in fisherman theme, I had fishing and hunting, and I had that type of decor in it. But I'm going back to what I've had it recently, only a few changes, and that is medical. First, the doily. And I picked this doily up, and it's just perfect shape for this type of thing, in my opinion. And this thrifted vase with dried flowers, and this one feels like a kind of like a foam flower. The colors are perfect for this room. And these are medical books, medical dictionary, quick reference book for nurses. My mom was a nurse. So that's where that comes in. I wonder if it would be better like this. Thinking it might. Then I have a few. This is not actually vintage. It's made to look like it. It's a children's medicine. It says makes children fat as pigs. And then I have this old Johnson's foot soap I bought at a estate sale in our area. We had one Vicks Vapor Rub cobalt blue bottle. The label's gone, but it's the real deal there. Then I have a couple little bars of soap I'm just going to stash in here and put a little battery light here. Then I have this aromatic spirit of ammonia stimulant. I guess it's in case someone faints. I'm gonna put that right there. Then I have this little miniature mortise and pestle, and it's out of a stoneware material. I think I'm going to put that there for now anyway. We'll see. Then it's kind of a dark corner in my bathroom here. So I have this little lamp. Then in this, I had a different clock, but I'm going to put this one, this baby bin. There. Then I have this photo I love of my mom in this pink rhinestone frame doing some clerical work as a nurse. I think I'm gonna, well, maybe you can see her good enough there. I have this little jar, a ball jar. I believe it was a salesman sample. And it was left to my mom by one of her good friends. And the note inside says, "Give to Joyce when I'm dead." And my mom left the note in there because she wanted to keep it. I'm going to sit that there. Then I have this perfume bottle. It's an atomizer, I guess you'd say. Put that there, just because I need a little pretty there. And then I have, I'm not sure about this. It's not as old as the other things. Kind of bright. So I believe I'll put it here. Actually, I can put one of these bars of soap up under it. And I'll put it there. Maybe you can see it better through see my 10 Band-Aid box through the doorway. Maybe I'll bring it closer to the front. I don't know. Just not sure about that. It doesn't seem to go. Guess I'll just leave it back there. If I decide to put it out later, I can. Then I have this little container, Doan's Pills. It's vintage. It's a little tin, and it says mild diuretic to the kidneys. I think I'll put that right there. And I believe that is enough. The only thing I'm not sure about is the Band-Aid box and the perfume atomizer. I'm not sure about it, but that's what we have. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And if you did and would like to see more of my vignettes, I look around and I can see so many places that need one or updated one. And if it's something you like, give me a thumbs up and I'll do more. I do appreciate you so much for stopping by our home at Young's Crossing. And I'll see you next time. Bye.